Good morning, my dear students. In the last lecture, we have learned the charges on various ligands. Without learning these charges, you won't be able to do the IUPAC naming. So learn it as soon as possible. So we are continuing with our third rule. All the ligands, whether negative, neutral or positive, are named first in alphabetical order followed by the name of metal, atom or ion. कि जो भी लिगेंड होता है वो अल्फ़ाबेटिकल ऑर्डर में लिखा जाता है. फॉर एग्जांपल इन दिस कंपाउंड NH3 इज़ एमाइन, Cl इज़ क्लोराइड. सो अमंग अमाइन एंड क्लोराइड A come first and C come later. So we will write amine first. Since it has two molecules of NH3, so we will write diamine. Then it has two molecules of Cl, so we will write dichlorido. Then platinum, and we will calculate its oxidation state, which will come out to be 4. And then it is iron, so we will write iron here. How come its oxidation state is 4? Platinum has 0. Charge on platinum is X. Charge on NH3 is 0. Charge on Cl is 1. -1, since there are two molecules, two ligands of Cl, so charge will be -2. So X plus 0 minus 2 is equal to, here outside the bracket it is written 2 positive, so we will equate it to plus 2. So X comes out to be plus 4, and we will write this oxidation state in Roman numerals. Next rule is, if there are several ligands of same kind, then prefix are di, tri and tetra are used with the simple ligands. Like here we have we was having two molecules of NH3, we used di. If we have given with 3 molecules, we will use tri. If we will given with 4 ligands, we will use tetra for the simple ligands. But if we have complex ligands like En, if we have given En twice, then we will write it as bis. If we are given with 3 En molecules, we will write tris. So for all the complex ligands, we will use bis, tris, tetra, kis, etc. Right? The complex ligands such as En, di-En, tri-En. What is En here? Ethane 1,2-diamine. So this is a complex ligand. Next rule is, if the complex ion is cation, then the name of the central atom is written as such, followed by its oxidation state included in Roman language. On the other hand, if the complex ion is anion, then the name of central atom is end with 8 followed by the oxidation state. See, here it is the first part of the compound is cation and this is anion. So what we will do is, we will first name this cation. 6 molecules of NH3 are given, so we will write hexaamine. Chromium, we will calculate its oxidation state first. X, here it is X, oxidation state of NH3 is 0, and we will equate it to plus 2. So X comes out to be 2, means oxidation state of chromium is plus 2, and this is an ion, so we will write it as sulfate after the oxidation state is written. But if the complex ion is an ion, so here if you see that complex part is an ion here, so at the end we will write 8. So let's name this compound. First of all, potassium ion is given, so we will write potassium. Then we will name this complex, it is hexacyanate. We will write ferrate here because this is the anion, we will write ferrate. This is the rule that when the complex ion is an ion, then the name of central atom is end with 8, so we will write ferrate. If we will calculate its oxidation state, it will come out to be plus 2. How? See here 4 molecules of potassium are given, so we can write 4 negative over here. Now let oxidation state of iron X Cn has charge -1 since it has 6 molecules, so x minus 6 is equal to -4. X is equal to -4 plus 6 will come out to be +2. So we will at the end write 2 in Roman numerals. Let's see the next example. We will follow here alphabetical order. NH3 is amine, Cl is chloride, H2O is aqua, and Br is bromido. So the alphabet starting from A are amino and aqua. First alphabet is same, that is A. So we will see now next alphabet. In amine, in NH3, second alphabet is M, and in water, second alphabet is Q. So we will first write amine, followed by aqua, then bromido, then chlorido. See, these are in alphabetical order, and we have to put no gap in this. We have to put no gap in these names. At the end, we will write the central metal atom, that is platinum. Its oxidation state will come out to be +4. How? Here the charge, let X on platinum. Ammonia has 0 charge, chlorine has -1, water has 0, and bromine has -1. Since SO4 is an anion, so we will get here 2 positive charge outside the complex cation. So X -1 is equal to 2 positive, so it will come out to be X is equal to +4. At the end it is SO4, so we will write sulfate here. Try this example on your own. I will send you PDF, and you can solve this example from there also. Next rule is, in geometrical isomers, the term cis is used to designate similar groups at adjacent position. Trans designate to similar groups at opposite position. You know that what is cis and trans. If the similar groups are on same side, then it is cis, and if the similar groups on our opposite side, then it is trans. Rest of the naming will remain same. Only these geometrical isomers will differ in the position of the ligands, whether it is on the same position or it is in the opposite position, and for the same we will give the name cis and trans. So here as we are seeing that the ligands are on same side, so we will put first of all cis here, then diamine, then dichlorido, then platinum, and the oxidation state is here NH3 has 0 charge, Cl has -1 and -1, platinum let X, so it will come out to be X -2 is equal to +2, so X will come out to be +4. So we will put 4. Hence this is since no anion is given, so we will put here ion only. Here also there is no difference in naming except the word trans is written instead of cis. Rest of the naming we will discuss in next video. So try to do much examples of the IUPAC naming as possible.